having our press conferences here every quarter or so because we get to show off some of the great things happening here at the Art Museum. And one of the reasons why we are so excited to be here is the 1400 by Eldersley, is that right? I'm really worried I'm going to mispronounce this. Eldersley. So we have a new restaurant that has opened here on in the Art Museum. It is a really incredible addition and brings value to not just the Art Museum, but really Wichita as a whole. And we have Catherine with us, who is the chief chef of Eldersley. So Catherine Elder, if you would like to come and tell us a little bit more about it.
Thank you so much, Mayor Whipple. It's wonderful to be here in the Art Museum, and we're so excited about this new culinary partnership. We have had an incredible journey of transforming the space here in the Art Museum. I have a particular fondness for art, having a background very much informed by these kinds of spaces, so it's an honor to get to bring a part of what Eldersley does here. In our new restaurant, our hours will be Wednesday through Sunday from 10 to 5, and we will be hosting dinner service from 5 to 9 on Friday evenings as the museum's hours change. The restaurant will be open to the public beginning on March 9th on Thursday. The reservations are open on Open Table. To be able to accomplish that, make a reservation. They're strongly recommended. The space is stunning. We will be the only riverfront restaurant in town. The view is incredible, and we can't wait to watch it transform. The menu is strongly influenced by what we already do at Eldersley. We have a farm-to-table restaurant that sources locally, and we are very dedicated to cooking seasonally. So that will show up on the menu, and you will be introduced to a multitude of wonderful growers and their efforts to really transform from the ground up our community. And then we get to just share it with you in the restaurant. The museum's website will take you to a link for reservations. You'll go to wham.org/1400 to find that. And we can't wait to host you. We're proud to be at the museum with so many exciting things happening here that we will get to participate in. And I invite Teresa Veazey to tell you all about what's going on here. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef Catherine. We do have a lot of exciting things going on here at the Wichita Art Museum. With the opening of 1400 by Eldersley, we will also be changing the museum's hours. As Catherine mentioned, we will now be open Wednesday through Sunday from 10 to 5. We will be open late on Friday nights. What a great way to start your weekend. With dinner service at 1400 by Eldersley, or on Friday nights, you may also shop in our museum store, visit our galleries, grab a drink at the cash bar. Again, that's on Friday nights, and that will start on Friday, March 10. With that, we will launch Wham Nights on Fridays. So in addition to visiting the galleries, visiting the store, having dinner at 1400, we will have artists, performers, designers, special programs here on Friday nights. That will kick off on Friday, March 10, with a partnership with Mama Film, where we will be showing the 2006 movie Marie Antoinette, starring Kirsten Dunst, and it will follow with a conversation by multidisciplinary artist Monica Stockton Maddox from monicahouse.org. Again, we're doing Wham Night starting Friday, March 10. Because of the change in hours, it'll also change the days that the museum is open. So we'll be open Wednesday through Sunday, and from now on, we'll be closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, along with major holidays. So there's never been a better time to visit the Wichita Art Museum if you've not seen our stunning paper fashion exhibition by Isabelle de Bourgrave. Please come and see it. Life-size fashions made entirely of paper. We also have our new exhibition featuring the Oklahoma artist Robert Peterson and his new painting, Sunday Kind of Love. You get to meet artist Robert Peterson on Friday, March 31st. Again, part of Wham Nights and part of being open late on Fridays. So thank you all for being here today, and thank you, Mayor Whipple, for having your briefing here.
Well, that sounds amazing. Love to see the growth of programming here at the Art Museum. I personally haven't eaten at the new restaurant yet, but I know that our city manager did yesterday, and he came in to our meeting after lunch in an unusually good mood. So whatever you all are serving, I can't wait to test it myself. So thank you all, and thank you to Chef Catherine, who I think probably went back into the restaurant. So again, following the theme of our expansion of programming, I'd like to recognize Sean Jones from the library to talk about a different cultural experience here for our community, and as the Academy Awards short film. So Sean?
Thank you, Mayor. The 37th Annual Academy Awards Short Film Festival will run March 4th through the 11th at several locations in and around Wichita. Each year, Wichita Public Library screens the nominated short films in the live action, animation, and documentary categories. We will start with an all-day screening at the Advanced Learning Library on Saturday, March 4th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Doors will open at 9:30. And we'll also do another all-day screening on Saturday, March 11th, same time, same place. We'll have screenings all throughout the week at various library locations, including a couple at Derby Public Library. In 1986, Wichita was one of the first cities in the country to screen nominated short films outside of Los Angeles and New York, thanks to a Wichita Public Library librarian who wanted residents to have access to these films. To qualify as a short film for Academy Award consideration, films must be less than 40 minutes. Films are not rated and may not be suitable for all audiences. We have full descriptions of all of the films on our website, wichitalibrary.org/Academy Awards. The 95th Academy Awards will be televised on Sunday, March 12th, and again, more information is on our website.
Thanks, Sean, and thank you for everything that not only you, but also the staff at our library are doing to provide more opportunities for folks here in Wichita. So back talking about programming, our Parks Department is here to talk about some of our summer programming that is coming up in the next few months. So we got a taste of spring-like weather last week, and before you know it, summer will be here. So here to discuss more opportunities for kids in our community and also, of course, teenagers is Alyssa with our Parks and Recreation Department.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. Wichita Park and Recreation is thrilled to offer Summer of Discovery, a physical, social, and KDHE licensed summer camp for kids ages 6 to 12. For 9 weeks, kids will have an action-packed summer, enjoying 2 days of field trips and 2 swim days each week, plus sports, games, contests, crafts, and so much more. Camp is offered from May 30th through July 22nd from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., making drop-off and pickup super flexible for parents. Summer of Discovery is hosted at 3 convenient locations across the metro area: Edgemoor, Linwood, and Orchard Recreation Centers. The weekly fee is $135, and we offer multi-child discounts. There's only a $20 deposit required to secure your child's spot in camp. And registration is available online at wichita.gov/SOD. Plan early for the summer and register your child by March 14th for a chance to win a free week of camp. Who doesn't love that? And for those looking for a camp without a full day experience, check out our summer activity camps offered at Brewer, Colvin, Evergreen, and Woodard Recreation Centers. We're currently hiring for the summer, including summer camp counselors, pool managers, splash pad operators, and lifeguards. For more details about summer employment opportunities, visit wichita.gov/jobs. Thank you so much.
Next, I'd like to welcome up Abel from the United Way. We love having United Way with us because they are always doing incredible stuff in our community, and the United Way this time around is going to talk about their 316 volunteer around the community that will be happening on March 16th, so 316, and also the 316 is our area code. So Abel, if you would join us to tell us a little more about some of these volunteer opportunities.
Thank you, Mayor Whipple. My name is Abel Frederick, Vice President of Community Impact here at your United Way of the Plains. And as Mayor Whipple said, 316, these are 3 numbers that are important to all of us. They not only represent our area code, they represent our city, and they represent everyone here that we care about. United Way of the Plains, in partnership with the city, is proud to announce what we hope will be a yearly initiative, the 316 Day of Caring. It will take place Thursday, March 16th, and we will involve 5 of our community partners. That's 5 opportunities for this community to harness the caring power of this city to benefit everyone that we care about. In establishing this new event, we're celebrating 100 years of service. That's 100 years of helping your grandparents, your parents, and ourselves. And we hope to celebrate another 100 years of celebrating and servicing this community. This event will take place from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Century 2, 225 West Douglas. It'll be hosted in the breezeway of the Expo Hall, of the Convention Hall, and we recommend that you enter on the east side. We are partnering with American Red Cross. We would like you to give blood to benefit those who need it, new moms, premature babies, cancer patients, and accident victims that need access to safe and reliable resources. Hygiene items for those who are hygiene poor. We're going to partner with Giving the Basics so you can drop off items there such as bar soap, shampoo, deodorant, and toilet paper. We're partnering with Union Rescue Mission so that you can drop off non-perishable food items such as ramen, macaroni and cheese, canned meat, canned vegetables. We're partnering with Salvation Army. Although the mayor said and mentioned that we got a little taste of spring, it's still winter, y'all, and we still have those out there that need mittens, scarves, coats. And then my favorite, we're partnering with the Girl Scouts. Come on and buy some cookies, right? Thin Mints, preferably. As I said, we're partnering with the city. We're very thankful for that partnership. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. My phone number is 316-267-1321, extension 4211, or you can reach out to our Volunteer Center manager, Amy Holly. Once again, that number is also 316-267-1321, extension 4217. I encourage you to please come out, volunteer, and give. In order for us to truly live united, we must always remember that united we all win. Thank you.
Thank you, Abel, and thank you to everything that the United Way does for our community. Again, we will have from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Century 2, there will be a wide variety of ways to volunteer. So 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Century 2. If you're not sure what you'd like to volunteer for, please check out the United Way, but also it's a good centralized location, Century 2 on March 16th. So next we're going to talk a little bit about property appraisals. We have some of our friends from the county here with us. The Sedgwick County Appraiser's Office mails out property validation notices every March, and this year those overall valuations for property taxes have actually increased. So here to tell us a bit more about the process and how homeowners can appeal their valuations is Mark Clark with the County Appraiser's Office. So Mark.
Thank you, Mayor Whipple. Nice to be here with you today. The Sedgwick County Appraiser's Office has mailed out 182,000 real property valuation notices for 2023, which is about 79% of all the properties in Sedgwick County. Those notices began arriving in mailboxes March 1st. Notices were mailed only to property owners that experienced a change in appraised value or classification from 2022. Property owners that did not receive a valuation notice in the mail can view their appraisal information online at www.sedgwickcounty.org. There you can see your value notice, and there will also be instructions for filing an appeal, as well as property record cards, your cost detail report, and also your residential comparable sales report. If you don't look at anything, please look at your property record card to make sure that you're data characteristics are correct. If they are incorrect, please let us know. If property owners do not think that their values reflect fair market value, or they wish an explanation of how their property value was determined, the only thing they need to do is turn over the value notice, complete the form, and get it back to the appraiser's office within 30 days of the date on the front of the valuation notice. Once we receive that, we will mail out a confirmation letter that will indicate the date and time of your appeal meeting. Appeal meetings begin March 16th, and they will be conducted via telephone. The appraiser's office has an information and assistance division. It's located on the 5th floor, Suite 501 of the Ronald Reagan Building. That is located at 271 West 3rd Street, Wichita, Kansas. It's across the street from Wichita City Hall. We have trained employees there that are prepared to answer questions, and they are also ready to assist property owners in filing their appeals. Property owners can request sales and values in their neighborhood. They can get cost reports. They can get comparable sales reports. There's all kinds of data that's available. So there are 3 avenues to get information. First, you can visit the INA division at the Ronald Reagan Building. You can call 660-9000, or you can go to the website, www.sedgwickcounty.org. Please make use of this information. It's there for your use. We want to be able to help, so please make use. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. We're there to help. Thank you very much, Mayor Whipple. Oops, we're falling apart here.
So on behalf of the folks who answer the phones at City Hall, one of the big takeaways I think when it comes to appealing the appraisals for your property taxes is to remember that's over in the county side. We actually get a lot of calls on the city side about this, and we do want to make sure that people get routed to the proper division of government in order to really get the answers they need. So we do thank the Sedgwick County for being here, and again, we're here to get that type of information out. I think I broke this. All right, good timing. Let's go ahead and take questions.
A couple things. There's a new Century 2 proposal, renovation proposal out. What are the next steps to keep this plan moving forward?
So right now, thanks for bringing that up. We have a new plan that was unveiled with the Century 2 area on the east bank of the river. This plan is basically a continuation of years of conversation at this point. And, you know, as folks know, we are trying to take all the public input that we can and somewhat check the boxes off on what are our needs and what are the wants of the community. So far, I think we've done a pretty good job threading that needle, right? When you look for compromise, it's really easy to make everyone mad. And it seems like folks on both sides of this discussion seem very interested and optimistic in furthering this discussion further. And that right now is where we're at. We're looking for feedback. We're looking for just beyond, I guess, the wow factor of what these drawings are, and get into some of the details that folks are looking for. This would be a pretty significant investment, of course, to get done, and we want to make sure we do it right. So we're asking people to continue with this conversation. I know this conversation has, frankly, been going on for quite a while, but because of those conversations, people willing to step up, step out with their opinions, we now have a plan, or the start of a plan that really is reflective of that feedback. So for us to continue to get better, we want to hear more from the public.
Do you plan on scheduling hearings or comment opportunities for the public?
Definitely, yes. From my understanding is there will be a unveiling of opportunities for folks to come and have these discussions, just like in the past. And again, our job is to create a city that is reflective of the values of the folks who live in this city. So it's so important that we not only create opportunities for people to have these discussions, and we have online as well, but also in a town hall type setting, so we can get folks who really want to have a discussion. So yes, good question, and we are rolling out those opportunities and trying to plan that out as we speak.
There's also a bill moving through the legislature right now. It's a homeless bill called the Safe Cities Act. Got a hearing coming up. Under the proposal, local governments would have to comply with a public ordinance that prevents public camping, sleeping, that sort of thing. Are you aware of this bill? And what would the city's approach be?
So as a former legislator who's still recovering from my experience in the legislature, I'll tell you, I normally don't start really worrying about stuff until it gets to through the process a little faster. I think that to solve homelessness and to get to functional zero, which is our goal here in the city, is to work with our partners to get to functional zero, we have to look at the variables that actually lead people to homelessness. I think any effort to push people out of sight, out of mind is actually not the right approach. It hasn't worked in other cities. And I'll tell you also, a lot of times the reason why people are within visual sight is because they are doing so for safety reasons. So they are actually camping out or in a sleeping bag that's off a busy road because they might have had trauma in the past when they were forced out of sight, out of mind. So our approach when it comes to homelessness is to follow the data, actually have a data-centered approach that solves the problem and gets people the resources they need so they can get back on their feet and get into permanent housing. So as if the legislature is moving through with different items, I usually don't look at that until it starts making its way through the process because it can change throughout that process. But as the city of Wichita goes, we're pretty focused on following the best practices, data focused on what produces results so that we can get to functional zero, which is the goal for a city of our size.
What's the likelihood of getting your property value changed if you call in?
My wife's been pretty successful with it, so but she handles that type of stuff. But I'll let the county answer that. She probably knows your cell number, actually. Probably.
Well, I would say that people that come in prepared and have documentation, they usually fare pretty well. I would say close to 50% of the people do get a change, especially on the residential side.
What kind of documentation do they need?
I would bring in, say you have comparable cells in your neighborhood. Let's look at those. Let's look at if you have damage, you can bring pictures. If you have things that need to be repaired on your house, bring cost estimates.
It's good advice. Thank you. Further questions?
One more question.
Of course.
Do you have a comment on the deputy chief's lawsuit with the city?
At this point, it wouldn't be professional for any elected official to make comments on ongoing litigation, particularly litigation against the city and litigation that named a council member. So I don't have any comments on that, but I believe in our process, and I look forward to hopefully resolving this as equitable as possible as we move forward. Anything else? All right. Hey, thank you all again for coming out to our Wichita Art Museum. Feel free to have lunch over here in our new restaurant, or feel free to check out some of the exhibits. There's always something new and exciting happening at the Art Museum. So thank you all.